You like my background?
I was about to say your background looked like you should have been wearing. Well, I guess I was wearing a tropical shirt, but I was wearing clothes and you weren't, and I was like, you should be where I'm at. You
Yeah,
know, I
yeah.
was like, I mean, I
On a
get
beach.
the log cabin. This is Cabo, baby.
Is that Cabo Wabo?
Yes.
Big rock.
I don't know. It was it was literally the first picture that popped up when I typed in Cabo Beach.
Should have done San Diego.
I mean,
That's where the real damage is going to be done this year.
yeah, you're right. San Diego has been pretty popping, bro. I'm just like,
Scoot your camera down more. It's like it's just ahead. It's just ahead.
not trying to have a nip slip in here. You know what I'm saying? Um, it got me feeling all weird with the shirts off. I'll be honest. It got me thrown off a wee. But
I haven't had my shirt on for a few hours, so I'm pretty comfortable. It's like a perfect temperature in my place.
is it hot over there? What's the temp?
Right now, it's not. It was hot as shit last week. It was in like the 90s and high 80s, and it cooled off. I think it hit. It maybe got to 70 today, maybe, but it's supposed to crank back up on Sunday. On Sunday, it's supposed to get back up into the high 80s, and then be in like the high 80s, low 90s next week.
Oh, okay,
So,
that's pretty
not
nice
great
weather.
weather for my grass.
Oh well, I mean, yeah, you probably want rainy. Probably want more
No,
instead
I don't
going on
want.
over here.
I don't
Fucking
want
rains every day.
rain. I just want warm weather because because it's gonna be like 85 and like dry. It's like
So you
it's
have
gonna
to
be.
water it. Are you gonna be watering
Well,
it?
of course, I gotta water it. I've been watering it every 2 hours. My side, at least. Yeah, you gotta, because the dude said to water it 6 times a day. Once at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, 6, and then like 8 or something like that.
How do
But
you?
unless you have a professional grade system, you can't water at specific times of the day. So it's like you have to do a timer. So it's like every 2 hours, every 3 hours, something like that, where it's like it kicks the water on every 2 hours, just on the
Yeah.
dime, just kick
Just
on
so you
for
had to
five
buy like a
minutes, kick off, kick
a
off.
nicer sprinkler. Because
What?
yeah, okay. What I'm thinking of just a sprinkler that's not like a professional system. It's just one of those ones that goes like this or like the little,
Yeah,
but you have to move it if you want to hit the whole lawn.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You maybe buy like two because I feel like you could hit your whole lawn with two, pretty dang close, and then
I
you
mean,
just
yeah,
have
dude.
those on timers.
I got an in-ground sprinkler system.
Oh, you did put in a sprinkler system on the other side too.
Yeah, both sides.
Damn, bro, that's impressive. Yeah, you have been balling. That's crazy.
But I mean, it
It's
was
a
in
lot of
when you
work.
were over here. But
No, I remember, but I forgot right
so
now.
I have it watering every 2 hours on my side. Every 2 hours on my side for 5 minutes. So he says he recommends 6 times a day. I'm watering it 12 times a day.
Water,
And then my
water.
tenant, I put his schedule on every hour for 3 minutes. So he's averaging 3 minutes of water time an hour, and I'm averaging 2.5 minutes of water time an hour. So I was just kind of, because so his yard's getting watered 24 times a day, but his yard looks way better. It looks way like
Is that tr-
I went over there to fertilize because 2 weeks is supposed to when you're fertilized for the first time. And I went back there and I was like, holy shit, like his yard's basically already in. Like it's already grown and it's just like, you know, it just needs to keep growing taller and like it's good. Like he just needs to give it another couple weeks and then it's thick and big and stuff like that. My side's like awful. I think my side's fucked.
so how long? You said a month, right, for it to fully.
A month until you can kind of like go on it and like be just every
And
day on
and
it.
it's like consistently. Oh, a month till you can be consistently on it, not even just a month till it's like. I guess I don't even. I would wonder
I
because
mean,
what
yeah, a
is the
month.
when you're
Yeah.
not walking on it? What are you preventing?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you try? Are you just trying not to kill the seed? Is it just you bat it down too much? It's too weak to push up,
Well, yeah, you
or
don't want to stomp it down as it's growing, and you want it to grow unimpeded for sure.
I guess I'm kind of acting like this ignoramus to an extent. It's like, explain a lawn if you
I guess I
know.
feel like that was pretty obvious. You don't want to walk on it.
Well, I understand, but it's like,
You don't
what
want to stomp.
specifically is there? I'm just trying to think of like anything
But
specific.
that's it. You don't want to stomp on the seed as it grows. That's the whole point. It's just the traffic. You want to keep. I mean, you could walk on it. Like it's not like if you walk on it, it automatically dies. But you just want to keep the traffic to a minimum, right? You know what I mean? I mean,
I
the
mean,
most
I can put.
important thing is keeping it wet. That's the most important thing. Which is, of course, the hardest thing to do when it's 92 degrees outside and 7% humidity and it's dry as a bone. Dude, Spokane's in a drought already. We're in a severe drought already.
Hey, we got that aquifer.
You got the aquifer, yeah, but you can only pump out so much. Dude, I got in a little scuffle with someone on Reddit about it.
Oh my god! Of course, I thought you were about to say I got in a scuffle with the guy on the street about it, but on Reddit.
Not on the street, but like, because they were talking, because there's a Spokane Reddit, and dude was someone talked about how we're in a drought or something like that. And then some guy commented, "Oh, just keep pumping the aquifer, no big deal there. Problem is we overdevelop and don't set up our infrastructure correctly." And I was like, "Yeah, man, pump that shit." Yeah, I didn't say that, but I said something along those lines. They're like, "Oh yeah, here you go. You can't just pump aquifer dry. Like it's gonna run out. Like there's only a limited amount of water." I'm like, yeah. I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it. I
yeah.
get it. But this one is not like that. So just
It's like the
chill out.
top 5 in the world biggest aquifers.
It's like some dude said something like, "Oh yeah, here you go, owning the libtards trying to say that you can pump aquifer dry. You can't pump aquifer dry." And then after, like, I was just kind of going back and forth, just kind of just slap fighting a little bit, just because it's fun. Then after a while, I was like, "All right, look, I actually study this aquifer for a living. So unless the Spokane River is going to dry up, every lake in North Idaho is going to dry up. The weather changes on a dime, and it never rains over here anymore. You probably still have like 10 years until you pump it dry." It's like
But if
there's
you
a
think
lot of water.
but if you think long term, 10 years is nothing in terms of supply of
What?
water.
No, dude. What I was saying if the Spokane River dried up, all
Because
the
the river
lakes,
flows into it too, is what I'm assuming.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're literally connected. Like the data we see, the data is the exact same. Like the river and the groundwater is literally connected, just because that's how. But I'm just saying, like, you would need the river to dry up, all the lakes to dry up, because the river and lakes is what feeds the aquifer, right? And then the rain feeds the aquifer. So you would need like all that to just completely stop and dry up. And then you'd still probably have like another 5-10 years left of the aquifer, because there's just so much water down there.
To like figure it the fuck out. Like,
There's
come on,
just so
boys.
much water down there. But yeah, I got in a little scuffle with someone on Reddit about it. Because I mean, yeah, you can't. I mean, the common belief is you can't pump. You pump aquifers dry at some point.
At what point are you a douche for dropping the, hey, bro, I work on this for a living?
Literally said that. I was like, I study this for a living. Like, you're
Oh,
okay. Don't worry about it.
I am sure you said exactly that.
Hell yeah, dude. I
Hey,
mean, it's just fun sometimes because people think they know it all. They think they
bro.
know it all. It's like, yeah, sure. In any normal aquifer, like the little aquifers on the fringes of this aquifer, the little pockets of water, yeah, you could pump those dry. Like, yeah, you could do that. Most aquifers you could pump dry, but it's just like this one's just way different. Like, we don't even have the modern technology to pump it dry. Like, even if you wanted to pump it dry, we couldn't pump it dry.
People act like this is like Hunger Games and they just like roll in and
Like, our clients literally tomorrow going to turn on an extraction well in the aquifer. They're obviously tapped in the aquifer. They're going to turn it on, and they're going to turn it on and pump like 3, 4, 5,000 gallons a minute. and we expect the water table to drop by like 5 feet. And like,
what does that
right.
mean?
Well, the water, it's gonna draw it down because it's sucking it out
So the level of the water running through the aquifer is going to drop by 5 feet.
in that specific point of spot. If you go, I mean, we'll see what the data shows, but we have another monitor. We have 2 monitoring wells. One monitoring well is like
So
5-6 feet.
is that a lot of what you do at your job? You're analyzing and measuring different points of like water and how the ground's settling, and I don't really know how to say it in smart terms, but the
It's just
geographical region.
it's whatever the client needs, and this is what the client needs right now. So
I mean, I get that, but is that what the client is consistently asking you to do on a day-to-day basis?
not day to day, but on a month to month, quarterly, yearly. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not every single day we do this. This is the first extraction well they've installed in.
I'm so sorry
quite a
for
while.
asking a question. You're like, oh.
No, but I just don't want to. I mean, I don't want to get in. Everyone always asks me what my day to day is. It's like, well, it's kind of.
I mean, that's why you just say this is why I like my job, because I change. I don't just do the same thing. I have a lot of tasks I do and I'm proficient in.
Well, I mean, I guess. I
mean,
don't know.
I feel like
it varies. It varies, but it doesn't. But the problem is I can't explain my job because no one has any fucking clue what I do. So even just getting them to understand what I do, it's like it would take way too long, and they're not there for that. Like no one's there for that.
Geology is just one of those sciences that when you hear it, you just like your eyes just shudder slightly, you know.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I'm just saying. I was just going along with the story and talking about what's gonna happen.
It's bro, I fucking love that stuff. I like it because you've been able to always talk about it so intellectually, and just the fact that you kind of were always into it whenever we were, because you would never like go 2 balls to the wall, but we'd be walking by something and you'd be like, just so you know, that's such and such over there, and this is how it happens. I'd be like, thank you, TA Keelan.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's cool, but doing this job's kind of
Made it
whack.
Less cool.
It's kind of whack, but I don't even know what. Oh yeah, the aquifer. Anyways, yeah, got off on a tangent there. I don't even remember.
Is that why you have a river behind you to signify the strength of the rivers of the Spokane area?
I mean, no.
after your Reddit tip, you have to hold strong with the Reddit stream.
Hashtag Mr. Overthinker over here.
You didn't get any comments, no up likes. No one's on your side. Just boo, 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 boo.
I definitely wasn't going in it that deep.
Well, I don't know.
It's just it's a picture. I mean, it's a cabin on the river, right? Like in the middle of the woods. You see, right?
It looks good. I liked it when you were.
But it's just, it's kind of one of those. That's like a very dream-esque kind of fantasy type cabin that would be the shit to have a cabin on the river out in the middle of the woods, a nice big pretty river.
If that river was like just a little bit bigger, like width wise, and you had just slightly more yard, yes, great spot. And if I got given that's
bro, you just
so
knocked
fire.
down them trees.
Yeah,
that's firewood right there.
Yeah, that's true. I guess if you own that whole area, you just knock down probably like 10, 20 trees around that area. Because I'm just wanting
a firewood.
I want a court. I want a pool.
Oh my gosh.
Hot tub. Maybe not a pool because you're out in the water right there and it's stay. Or it's a calm. It's not like, doesn't look like it's like a running river. I feel like that would be the dopest thing to live on calm water.
I mean, it looks pretty glassy to me.
It looks glassy. That's what I'm saying. Imagine running down that on some water skis just in the morning, hop in the boat. That's how you wake up in the morning.
Dude, for real, because there's no one around you. You wake up in the morning, blow your gun a couple times. Poof, poof, poof. You're just like shooting. Who knows what you
just shooting? Hear like 2 animals in the distance fall out of trees. You're just like, yo.
That's what I'm saying. And then you just hop on your fucking skis. You like You like zip down to your next log cabin on the road down rivers. And
Hey, Phil.
it's like that cabin downriver can only be accessed by getting on the jet ski and going downriver. Like there's no road leading into it.
Have you been to the small town outside of Chelan that you can only get to by plane or on the lake?
No, we've had work. What's that? Holden?
I have no idea what it's called. I've just been there once in my life. Me and my family and friends of our family went there. It's like an hour-ish, let's say, boat ride.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah. You can,
but then there are a ton of like Percy little planes in there, like one, two
right.
people. It
You
was
can only
so
get there
cool.
like seaplane or boat.
There's like 60 people that live there year round.
Dude, how wild would that? Dude, just be like 60 people. You guys just having orgies all the time.
And you have like a
Come
little
on, man.
plane just to
Sure.
get out. Well, you probably can't even like there are probably times you can't leave.
Probably in the winter. Yeah.
Like that'd be so shitty. You have to be so prepared for that kind of shit, obviously, but
Like you're up there in Alaska.
yeah, I guess Alaska too. Alaska has some pretty big. They definitely get rural as hell because it's so massive, but
So massive.
so massive, bro. I don't think that's talked about enough. How much of a steal America got when they got Alaska from the Russians, bro? We spent like it was like 6 point something $1 million, and that was currency of the day. I couldn't tell you when it was. I'm gonna say it was in the early 1900s. I think it was the Russians were in some type of war and they needed money badly, and so we just got a cheap deal on Russia because they didn't think it was, or not Russia. We got a cheap deal with Russia on Alaska because they didn't really think it would have much. And then obviously, as soon as Alaska had oil, it's like, we get to add 50% onto the nation. Like the size of it, it's like massive. It's probably like 10, 12. You could probably put almost 30 states if you tried within Alaska.
Yeah, it is pretty bonkers. Isn't it like? I mean, it's for sure north south, the same north south distance of the continental United States,
Yeah, easily because of
and
the.
all those little islands.
I'm about to say with the islands, it goes even farther south. It's so long,
Man,
bro. People live
it's a
on those
big
islands
state.
too. My roommate
That's
in
where Juneau
college,
is.
who?
That's where Juneau is.
Yeah, the
Juneau.
capital,
Mm-hmm. On those little islands.
the Aleutian Islands. Is that those ones?
No, the Aleutian Islands go off the west end, and it kind of it tails up into Russia. The islands were in Juneau. Those I don't know what those are called, but they're pretty close. Like a plane ride from Seattle to Juneau is not very long. I don't know how long, but it's not very long. It's like 3 hours, something like that.
It's not bad.
It's not very long.
I'm sure it's pretty commuter, but the drive down I heard is like hell and a half from Alaska.
Oh, going through Canada,
Yeah,
I believe it.
I'm pretty sure that's all those trucker shows.
Going like 40 kilometers an hour.
Oh, bro, if that sometimes you're probably going so slow through that stuff. You're just trying not to not go forward.
Oh, because it's just the weather and all that shit.
Oh my god, bro. That's like all those trucker shows, like Alaska Trucker, whatever the heck, all those like they're just like in the worst conditions,
They're
you know.
driving up north though, like in the Yukon, because yeah, they always do it
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Yukon, which is like that territory. I guess there's the Yukon in Canada, but where the like lakes freeze over for like 2 months. They're like, we only got a week left of the cold season. We need to get across this lake before it thaws. It's like, okay, motherfucker.
You ready to do it, Steve?
Yeah, exactly. You think we're gonna make it? Can you go out and test the ice with your foot? I roll.
I
Oh,
love
dude. It just came to me. Dude, the weirdest shit. I ordered sheets. Why do they send you two pillowcases in a set of sheets? Why do they send pillowcases at all? Why can't you buy that shit separately? Bro, You have to buy sets every time, and they always come with 2 pillowcases. Like if you want 3 sets of sheets, you got 6 pillowcases.
Are you sure every single time you buy sheets you get, or was that just that
Dude,
specific?
maybe it's the size of bed I have, but I spent time and time again trying to find single, like just a bed sheet and a fitted sheet. And you can only get them in packages. Like you got to get the fitted sheet, the bed sheet, and 2 pillowcases all in the same fucking bundle.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I bought sheets once, but I don't.
Right? Dude, yeah, you
I
never
guess
think
I
about, because you're always just like you grab a set from your closet, down there. You
well, I
go to
bought
college. You've bought sheets before.
yeah, I bought like some blue sheets for college. I thought they looked good. It was dark just because I knew I'd spill on it all the time.
Spill your fucking pee pee everywhere.
I mean, yeah, I was also just nasty.
I meant pissing yourself at night.
Oh no, that is he who should not be named.
Who's that?
Nobody. I'm not gonna call him out like that.
You've been pissing your bed lately?
No, not me. Not at all.
Everyone's pissed their bed.
I have like before, but like twice when I was like 9. Okay.
Yeah.
So I
Sounds like you
did.
didn't go hard enough. What?
Oh, in college, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I did not black out like your ass. Your ass was this kid, I still remember
Uh-uh.
we're like hanging out in the common room, and I know no one's going to know the reference of these places unless you know us, but we'd be like sitting there chatting it up. Everyone's, slapping their dicks on the floor and just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna drink this much alcohol. You're not gonna drink it more than me." And at some point, Keelan, comes to it. He's like, "I'll shotgun a Four Loco," and everyone's like, "Oh no, you won't." Blah blah blah.
That's not how it went.
I'm not
I
saying it's
remember that. I got you. You guys peer pressure. I think what happened was you said like, "Oh, you won't shotgun that Four Loco," and then it just caught on like wildfire. Because I was like, "What?
what
I got a
I
shotgun a Four Loco? No way!" Because I would never. I mean, probably after that I was talking big shit because I was thinking I was big shit after that.
I don't know. I'm not gonna let you out
I
completely.
don't
You weren't sitting
know.
there like praying before someone was like, "Hey, Keelan, you wanted to shotgun that
Well,
Loco?"
of course I could do it. Of course I could have done
No,
it.
I'm not saying you didn't do it. I'm just saying you were hyping it up for sure. It wasn't all just Keelan standing there. Wait, I'm just drinking
I think
alcohol
there's a
tonight.
video. I think there's a video out there. I think the video would explain a lot.
I have the video.
Because the video, if I remember correctly, is gonna show me standing there dumbfounded, like what is happening right now, and then like people chanting, "Shotgun, shotgun."
That's
And I was like,
hilarious. My memory today was literally someone chugging a beer. Damn, I got a lot of memories today. Huh.
typical.
Bro, I started putting on weight and I'm upset. I don't know if it's because I've been lifting more and I'm getting stronger, but I have been slowly creeping up into the 200s and I was
Uh-oh.
in the low 190s.
Yoinks.
It's okay.
Not getting Cabo ready, dog.
I've been working out the same amount, still like 5 days a week. God, where's this
Not
video?
gonna be Cabo ready.
Oh, I want to be Cabo ready, baby. Well, Cabo easy. San Diego might be the harder. It depends what I want to look like when I go to San Diego. But
What you want to look like?
I mean, I don't think I'll be able to get a 6-pack, but I mean, that's a dream. I'll find it later. I definitely have this video of you, though. It's fine.
Not gonna be ready for San Diego.
I mean, I'm going to be looking good. Don't get me wrong. I look good. I just don't look maybe D1 athlete.
Disappointed, dog. There's always next year.
Are you going to look San Diego ready? You said you were getting fat.
Oh, relatively. I was getting Keelan fat, which is the exact same weight, except I get transfers of muscle to fat, but I stay the same weight. I do. I told you I found my adult weight. I go into the doctor last week and they like asked me my weight and I was like 233. And then I get on the scale, I was 233.
That's crazy.
But I think at this point it's just either it's gonna be like a transition of like muscle to fat, fat to muscle. It's just gonna like be a slider bar that goes from more fat, more muscle, more fat, and the weight's just gonna be like 233, 233, 233.
I bet my adult weight when I actually get to the point of like
225.
I'm lifting of the 365 days a year, split that up by 7 to like, about 51, 52.
Maybe you found your adult weight.
Bro, I've been gaining weight.
Oh, that metabolism's starting to go south on you, huh?
No, I've been working out, but I don't know. I could be gaining weight because I've been eating enough, as well as I've also probably eaten not as great in the last week that I did the prior 2 weeks, but I've still worked out the whole time.
Right.
Still hitting the cardio, and I still feel stronger. And I actually kind of think I was like, I didn't know what point I this is where I struggle with actual lifting is I understand you need a certain level of nutrition
Right.
when you're lifting at certain levels. Like if you're lifting a shit ton, you're lifting for 2-3 hours a day, you probably need to eat more. You need to like ramp up your calories depending on what workouts you're doing too. But at the end of the day, what should I be eating? When should I eat it? How should I maximize my
You should
potential?
eat 3 to 4 meals a day, spaced out. Obviously,
But what?
it's food.
Exactly. But I have a feeling I have a
Well,
feeling it's about what type of food that'll really help me get over the curve.
I mean, you shouldn't be eating candy and popcorn all day.
I
But
definitely
I mean,
don't.
like we were talking with Janae. Like I was asking Janae if she has her morning food routine. You need a morning food routine. I think that's huge to to have a consistent weight. Morning food routine. Like I do my shake, which consists of fruits, protein, yogurt, and some powders and stuff. Lately, I've been doing like some sausage links, like 3 sausage links. You know the little link, the little Johnsonville sausage. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'll do like three of those, and then I've been doing 2 eggs, and that's it. That'd be my breakfast. But I mean, that's like it's like 800-900 calories right there.
Yeah.
Because I would also cook my eggs in olive oil, like a lot of it. Dude, it's your eggs are so bomb when you cook them in like a lot of olive oil. Dude, they're so bomb. And I cook them fast too. I put it on like medium high heat and some olive oil and they fucking sizzle. Dude, they're so bomb. But
Olive oil is fire.
olive oil is like 130 calories per serving.
Like
So
a tablespoon.
olive oil is hella dense and it has a lot of fats in it, but it's the good kind of fats. And fat's not bad for you as long as you're not getting like the shitty fats plus a lot of sugars. But that's been my, and it's like I'll rotate some mornings. I'll do this for probably a couple months, then I'll probably rotate to like a protein shake and a couple bowls of cereal with fiber one cereal. So I think definitely find your morning routine where you're getting. I mean, you should shoot for 800 calories in your morning meal
In the morning.
in the morning. Yeah, like, it's easy, bro. It's in the smoothie. I was saying, dude, my smoothie's like 600 calories. It's not that hard because there's a lot of calories, and see, it's good calories too. Like you're not eating 500-600 calories of cereal. Like what are you eating? Like cinnamon toast crunch?
No, the only thing I didn't eat breakfast for the longest, but now that I have been eating breakfast, I just eat, let's say, 2 bananas, some coconut milk, and 2 scoops of protein, which ends up being like, or 2 scoops of protein powder, which is like, 20 grams of protein.
Yeah, and I mean maybe you don't need to go for 800 calories right out the gate, but you definitely need like 500 plus for that morning.
I
And
would just
it's
need to
good.
count how much it is, how much I'm putting in it.
I mean, sounds like you're doing like 200 calories, 250.
Yeah, and then this morning I guess I had a one of those Cliff bars. I don't know how much that is. Let's say 150.
But that's all Cliff Bars. There's a lot. There's a lot of sugar in there. There's a lot of artificial sugars.
Yeah.
Because the smoothie, yeah, is like 600 calories. Because veggie or fruit has a lot of calories in it, and Greek yogurt has a ton of calories in it. So there's a lot of calories there. The olive oil has a ton of calories. Eggs have a ton of calories. Sausage has a good amount of calories. But then I think it's three smaller sized meals throughout the day, 2 to 3 smaller sized meals throughout the day. So like, maybe have like a sandwich in your Cliff Bar at like 11 or something like that.
I eat a sandwich at 12 at lunch every day.
And then maybe like another sandwich at like 3 or 4 or something like that.
You think
And
so?
then, yeah, you definitely need 3 to 4 meals a day.
I'm only, let's say my
Preferably 4.
workouts are like today I did cut it short a little bit, but it usually would end up being like 55 minutes, 45 an hour. It's
I mean, your
pretty.
diet, it's going to come from your diet, man, because you might have your weight might fluctuate because you're not eating breakfast.
My weight probably fluctuates because I fluctuate what I eat. But
Yeah, that checks out.
I also do gain
important.
weight like a mother though. I'm kind of thick. You got to admit. I kind of just have a heavier set build.
Sure, but I'm just saying a consistent weight is different than fluctuating, and that has nothing to do with what kind of build you have. I mean, you don't want to fluctuate in your weight very much, really.
I don't want to fluctuate. I want to lose this fat on my belly,
Yeah, and
make it a
kind of
consistent
maintain.
thing, and I just want to make the gym consistent. I know I've heard a lot of things that the gym helps a lot with your mental state. It helps a lot
Yeah,
with you being
man.
just like being consistent, being driven, being having energy, being
Yep.
excited about the day, all of those things kind of just in case. Obviously a good schedule, but having some form of working out in that schedule is so key. And I kind of just, been trying to get in the routine of doing some. And I obviously, since I love playing basketball too, I'm kind of like, trying to work out toward that. So I'm trying to get a little bit more body
Right.
strong. I've been like jump roping a shit ton.
Trying to get them bunnies up.
Bro, I've been jump roping 10 minutes, just warm up every day, if not 15. And I'll like do like the boxing bouncing and I'll like, do like different like feet movements, try to like make me think a little more. Bro, I do a bunch of weird shit.
Bunch of weird shit in the gym, bunch of weird shit in the sheets.
I mean, there's nowhere else to do weird shit other than the sheets of the gym. Because if you don't,
Got any weird shit tips for the sheets?
I'd say you got to let her be kinkier than you. And then you can start being like, show your kinkiness second.
Well, what if she's not kinky at all? Then you're not kinky at all?
Then wait a couple times.
Yeah.
Or wait until like, I feel like if you're with a girl who's honestly like,
Now, where's the line drawn with kinkiness?
I'm not even the line. What do you mean the line? Like,
Like,
what
what
is?
are you not bringing out on the first time, but you'll bring out on the fourth time?
I mean, depends what you. Wow. It depends what you want. What do you think about for kinkiness? Like, what direction? Where
I'm
is
just
your road
asking.
end?
Well, no,
I
I
mean,
was just curious where your line's drawn.
I mean, I guess my line's drawn pretty early compared to some people. Like my line's not like if there's like an average line in the sand, I might even be closer to chill. Like, I mean, I really don't know what other people be doing on the reg. It has kind of depended on the girl I've been with because at the same time, I'm not. I don't know. I guess I'm just not thinking about being all crazy with it. But some people get like that. They're like, fucking choke me, and I'm sitting there just like, I mean, I don't want to hurt you, but if I must.
Oh, girls love the hands around the neck.
They do. It is like it is insane.
It's so weird.
I feel a little odd every time I do
You feel a little odd.
A little odd. I'm like,
like a little aggressive to where you're like, this isn't really me.
like
I'm not. I don't want to hurt you.
how am I gonna tell my
No,
kid?
but goes. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'll keep going. Like I can keep doing this if you want. Like.
You're like, girl, I do grip at the gym.
Yeah.
I'm doing
It's
grip
like,
workouts, baby, but I
I'll
don't
do
know.
farmer's walks, girl. Like you can.
Bro, I don't. I've had a girl that wanted me to like be grabbing her thigh,
Oh,
like
just her thigh.
just well, like yeah, like kind of like thigh under the butt a little bit, but like really just
Getting in there.
it was like that. It was like a spot, I'm not even trying to like, you just have that kind of spot. Sometimes it
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
gets you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
And like
Weird
I
shit.
feel like picking up is one thing that a lot of girls don't get if they're not used to being with guys who lift or like
But see, but dude, picking up, regardless if you're lifting or not, they got to be little.
yeah.
They can't be too big,
I'll be
and not in
honest,
the
I'll throw
sense.
weight, baby.
Hold on, but it's not in the sense of fatty, like weight wise, like numbers on the scale. But it's like, dude, when like bodies are awkward, like long limbs, like a girl with long limbs that's like long and stuff like that, she may not weigh a lot, but like trying to lift a body like that is not always the easiest thing. But
And now you're
small
like
girls,
full sweat.
like 5'2" girls, like yeah, for sure, you could totally just lift them up because they're little kind of compact people. Exactly.
She's like, bro, it is too. I mean, yeah.
Exactly.
It's like 100 pounds of someone with a decent core, and they're like,
exactly. That's funny.
I guess, yeah. I guess I would say the kink, if this is even considered a kinky thing, and I don't want to get
Lifting a
too into
girl
kinky
up.
talk, but like, yeah, doing lifted position things, I feel like is just a great way to like, because I feel like you're just like, it's like the easiest way to lay on each other or like, get really close without like having, all the weight. Because like,
Right.
when you're laying on her, she's laying on you. It's like one of you got full weight on the other, and it's a little like, okay, how long can I take this? And okay, how much weight can I hold off you? Like,
Right. Well, we'll table that discussion for another podcast. You got any cheers of the week?
oh, bro, I'm so glad we're gonna start doing this. Actually, Nikola Jokic, dead ass, bro. I've been telling my dad for months now that he was gonna win the MVP, even
Should have put
when
some money on it. He win the MVP.
no, yeah, he did, yeah. I called at the beginning, like it's 9 weeks into the season when he was averaging 27, 10, and 8. I was like, bro, that's crazy numbers. There's one thing people look at for MVP. It's gaudy
It's
numbers,
numbers on the board.
but like gaudy numbers. They have to be gaudy.
Yeah.
That's pretty gaudy, especially in today's NBA when you
What
got
was
like
it again?
he was averaging like let's say 26 and a half, 10 and a half, and like 7
Yeah, yeah.
shooting
Yeah.
like good from free throw, field goal over 50, a decent 3-point percentage. His clutch percentage was off the charts. I think they ended up being
Just hitting all the right spots.
the 3 seed. He was passing like he probably had the like best highlight passes of the season overall, top to bottom. And he's 7 feet tall, playing point guard sometimes. It's crazy. I knew he was going to win, but he was the lowest draft pick. I know everyone's going to talk about that. Lowest draft pick to ever win it.
Oh, really?
41st, second round.
Damn. Oh, yeah, second round. Okay, that's pretty low.
Won the league MVP. And it's like, I'm going to say 6-ish season.
Yeah, dude's been killing it. How come you didn't put no money on it?
I ain't got money to put on stuff like that, bro. I definitely should. I really should start betting the NBA because I bet the Hawks over the Knicks. I literally could have told you the entire first round how it was going to lay out, and I might have won money on one or two of them because just based on seeding, they might have given teams plus or minus that it might have favored me, but I called every round, other than the Lakers because I'm ignorant. But
yeah,
okay, AD got injured. I feel like that changes the whole bet.
Yeah, I mean, he's a huge portion.
Come on.
The Suns, though.
Suns have Chris Paul and Devin Booker. And
Still, Braun.
who's the
Where's
other point
Braun?
guard?
Braun?
Oh, actually, no, they didn't have that.
Where's Braun? Braun though?
Bro, come on. Braun played well.
I mean,
He has
not well
nothing else.
enough. Not
Nothing
well
else.
enough.
He's in his 18th season. What's he supposed to do? Carry the team like he's 24 every year?
Hey, dude's still in the league. Either go out on top or go out on bottom. He's
He's
one of
definitely on top. I don't know. You're just gonna
for
hate, get me
for
all
now.
upset
I'm just
about
saying
Braun.
though. I'm just saying though. What if he just starts trending down hard?
Okay, as long as LeBron passes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in points, he's solidified himself as at least number 2, and in my mind, number 1 of all time. So I mean, that is if him sliding means he's averaging 25 a season, we're okay with that. Even though I think he averaged 25 a game.
Fair. That's fair. Well, I'm cheerful for nice weather. I'm just it's been so long.
Do you
Nice
like?
weather, huh?
I was gonna say get your tan on.
Dude, it's just so much better than like shitty weather. Like it that you know, it really makes sense why people live in California. Like constant 70-degree, 60-degree days. It's like,
Happy,
yeah,
bro.
well,
Happiness through the
just
roof.
chilling.
Every day is a good day. Every
Every
single
day is a
day
good
we
day.
wake up happy here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. Just keeping it simple, not trying to overthink nothing. Working hard, a lot of shit going on.
Bro, that's why you need to move over here. We need to get Janae in on an Airbnb spot in the next like 2 years. And we just start like setting the yearly rotation of vacations that we go down there. We just Airbnb the shit out of it and make a lot of money.
Out of what?
A place in Arizona.
Oh, in Arizona.
We get it like in
Dude,
Arizona, which is close enough to like LA or
on the
Las
real though,
Vegas.
bro, I would rather if I mean I assuming I'm not moving out of Washington in the future, which I might, but odds are probably not. Dude, I'd rather get an Airbnb in like the Cascades. You get like a fucking mountain cabin. That'd be badass.
I mean, that'd be cool, but you ski?
No, it's not. You got ski, go hiking, just go be in the mountains and do stuff in the mountains. In a little mountain town, going to the fucking bars, just hanging out at the place with your friends and stuff, and getting drunk playing board games. And you got a hot tub out there. I mean, what were we gonna do in Arizona? You talking about just going to partying? You're thinking of just getting a shack 2 blocks down from the bars. It's like, bro, we could go there. We could sleep on the same bed and then like fucking go party all weekend, bro.
I mean, you're the one bringing up partying in LA and San Diego. Like, bro, we gotta go. I'm
Yeah,
just like,
before Verbo, if I'm gonna get a Verbo, like it would be a vacation spot for sure. Like it'd be a true vacation spot, but it would be somewhere where I can go. Like, I mean, yeah, dude, I don't need to be like if I'm getting a Verbo, yeah, I'm getting somewhere like out in the woods, like a vacation home, out away from people, other people.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I'm not saying that wouldn't be sick. You just go
Get
try
somewhere
new
on the
things every
lake
day.
somewhere.
You get some like ATVs and
Dude, there. I mean, yeah, or you just hang out in the place or I mean, shit, just somewhere to go, just to be away.
I feel like,
you
and when you're
know,
working all the time, because I mean, bro, I had to do a job for the first time. Just a lot of time. Not even like difficult, but just
I had to do a job for the first time.
like I had to
Oh
do.
man,
There's a lot of
welcome to the
different
real
things you got to
world.
do, and it was just the first time I had to do an interrogatory. I'm not going to try to explain what it is, but it was the first time I was doing something new. Or the first time I was doing this, and my God, I didn't realize it was going to take me. It was just a lot of just
Man,
monotonous.
hate to break it to you, but that's the next 60 years of your life.
I mean, to an extent, this was. I mean, this when you're getting compensated,
I'm saying just working.
you know, when I'm going to be getting compensated, freaking, 50, you know, I'm not. I don't even. I'm trying to do the math, but not do the math. Probably get compensated by like 20 times. Is that what I am now? 30 times. It
One
definitely makes it
day.
a lot worth it. That's what I'm saying. It makes it a lot more worth it doing monotonous. Doesn't seem like that big of a deal when everything else in your life upgrades.
One day.
So you're gonna hop on the 60 to 80 hour work week bandwagon for a few years and just stack cash.
It'd be an interesting game. I don't know how much I'd like it. It would like I don't know. I feel like I feel like at that point I need a roommate because like I will, 60, 80 hours a week doesn't give you much time to socialize outside of like work. So yeah, it's like getting like a roommate or a girlfriend or something like that, where it's like that's who you spend your
Or a
time with
roommate
out,
and a girlfriend.
or a girlfriend, then maybe a roommate.
Bro, where's Blue Origin?
Can't. Yeah, I don't
Perfect.
know. I don't know if I'm gonna get a job there. I hit dude up, be like, hey man, let's reconnect. He hasn't hit me back yet, but it happens. He's happened before. He's a busy guy. He's busy sending the world's richest man into outer space. That's probably pretty stressful.
That's insane. I heard about that.
It's pretty wild. My dad texted me. He's like, "Do you think Amazon stock's gonna drop if he dies?" I was like, "Probably, I guess."
You're like,
He's like, "I
yeah.
hope he doesn't die. I mean, that'd be devastating if he died."
That would be
But
devastating.
I mean, that Blue Origin company would probably go out of business. I mean, yeah, it'd be a huge shell shock, and then all that we're left with is egotistic maniac Elon Musk.
You know, a big Elon fan.
I don't know. I used to be, but it's just like the
I
more
know.
he the more he be acting, like he just be acting out. The more he be acting out, it's like, dude, like we get it, bro. Like honestly, Jeff Bezos, what do you hear about Jeff Bezos? Almost
Nothing.
nothing. Like that's the way you do it. Bill Gates, well, I guess Bill Gates has been in the news recently because of the vaccine and now his divorce. But before that, Warren, but like these guys aren't on Twitter like manipulating a cryptocurrency in their spare time. Like they're busy grinding, they're busy getting shit done, and like the only time you hear about them is when they do something. Like, but Elon Musk, damn near like Trump, just saying dumb shit on Twitter. He's a fucking criminal based on I don't. He just is just getting old. His shit's getting old. It's like, dude, just keep making your cars and rockets and shut the fuck up. Like, but like I guess it's not like I mean, dude's a genius. Like, obviously he's a genius. He's a fucking billionaire. And he's a genius. Like, he's doing like he's running 4 companies at once. But like, it's like, dude, shut up. It's like you're weird, first of all, because that's what happens when you become a super
I mean, he has
genius.
Asperger's.
Oh, so she has Asperger's. Like, all right,
I
good
mean,
for
that does
him.
affect your speech a
It's
little
not
bit.
it's not that severe because you listen. He would go on an interview with Joe Rogan for 2.5 hours, and you just think he's an engineer. He's a weird guy. That's like, yeah, I've met people with Asperger's before, and it's noticeable, and it really affects their life. I mean, yeah, it's just like people having ADD, but like you don't know it until they tell you, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. But I don't know. I mean, again, I don't have. I feel like I respect someone like Jeff Bezos more because he does kind of do the stealth. He moves by the light of the night.
I
You know what I
I
mean?
don't pretend like I actually, not saying you're pretending, but I personally never think of these people in the light of I actually really formulate a huge opinion on them because I don't see much of any of them.
Well,
I
no, but
I just
they
don't like.
damn near run your life, so might be.
I mean, I'm sure they do a lot, but at the end of the day, they run my life to a very not probably nothing at all. They affect a lot of things around my life, but at the end of
I mean,
the
I'm not
day,
saying those two people,
you know what I
just them
mean.
two, but I'm talking about them billionaires. Them billionaires run your life, whether you like it or not.
I mean, it's debatable. They
And
definitely have a
they
hand in the market, but at the
oh, what do
same
you
time,
mean? What phone do you use? Who do you think runs that company? A billionaire.
I mean, of course,
That was easy.
well,
That
maybe
that
not a
that
billionaire.
computer you're working on right now, is it a Mac or is it a Microsoft? Doesn't matter. Billionaire.
I mean, it doesn't mean that they control everything about the laptop. You know what I'm saying? It's not like everything about Microsoft is one person.
Well,
You
no,
know,
but they make the decisions.
not really. I mean, yeah, is that?
Yeah, they do. They totally make the decisions.
uh,
What? What? You don't think when Facebook decided to sell people's data for profit, you don't think Mark Zuckerberg was notified?
I think that this is
I mean,
a
sure, sure.
long.
Changing the like button to slightly darker blue rather than lighter blue. Yeah, I doubt they bothered Mark Zuckerberg with that. But when they were devising the plan to sell your data for profit and not give you any, but give you a free, yeah. Guess who was calling the shots on that? When Apple decides to sell your data, who do you think that was ran
I mean,
by
I'm sure
before
there's a
they did
board
it?
of shareholders as well.
The shareholders and the board of directors are basically the CEO's boss. They don't make business, they don't make operating decisions. That's not their job. Their job is to
I
their
think it's
job is
debatable.
to
I'm pretty sure they have managing powers over.
do they meet 3 times a year and they don't do shit.
Well, I'm just saying
Bro,
legally.
because
I'm pretty sure
because the
legally you have.
directors
Unless.
no, all they do is they just manage the CEO. That's what they do.
Well, no,
They
I'm talking about
manage the
I'm talking about like
executives.
legally. What are their powers?
Not much.
No. Well, no, it's quite substantial if they're actually the board of directors, and
Yeah, they can
it
kick out the
does. There,
CEO and put someone else in charge.
it
Well, and that
depends.
that comes as shareholders too.
Well, yeah, I haven't done corporations as much. I just started LLCs and
And you know
agency.
what?
And I'm
Even
saying that's like the lower level stuff of it, but corporations, there's definitely power structures, and the
yeah, but
powers
they don't manage day-to-day operations.
not
That's
day to
not
day
their job.
operation, but
They
they
don't make
definitely,
decisions like that.
but
That's not their wheelhouse.
they'll definitely make large decisions like that specifically.
No, they won't. I mean, they may
Sell
accept it.
giving out data, yeah, for sure.
They may accept it, but
I'm sure
it's
that they have to probably
this
give a percentage vote. I'm sure that's in the agreement.
you're giving board of directors too much credit, bro. This is not their job. This is not what they do. Like, sure, they may have the power to
I
change
bet
the price of an iPhone,
I just
but
bet
you know
there's
what
more
they
than one
do?
person.
Board of directors, they sign compensation checks for the executive team and they declare quarterly dividends
I
and
think
stock
you're
buybacks.
I think you're downplaying what they actually do and how much they actually control it because you want to put it all on one person.
They don't do much because you look at any board of directors for any companies and they are CEOs of other companies. They don't got time to deal with this shit. They literally meet 4 times a year, probably on Zoom nowadays. Like, what was I looking at? There's a board. Who is the board of director? Fuck, I was looking at some company and the board of director was like the CEO of the CEO of Google or something like that. Like their board of directors. Like, what do you think they you think they're really paying any mind to those companies? No. Like my company has a board. My company had a board of directors. I heard from them never. They don't like. Do they have the power to do more stuff? Sure, maybe they do.
I
But
just know we have different opinions on corporations, and it's very.
different opinions. I work for a corporation. I study corporations in my spare time. I'm telling you, like, again, again, they may have a lot of power. Sure. I don't know. I don't know exactly how much power they do.
It
But
depends how they're.
what they really do, they don't do much on day-to-day operations.
I
Like
mean,
that's
yeah,
not
that's.
they're doing 3 things. They're executive compensation, stock buybacks, and dividends. I mean,
Think
that's about
I just
it.
think you're downplaying the overall.
They
It's like
meet four. They meet 4 times a year.
just because they're not affecting day to day. It
They're gonna approve something like that. If just because they have to vote on something doesn't mean they're sitting there and spending 80 hours a week trying to study and figure this. They're gonna go by the CEO's recommendation and they're gonna go for it. I mean, yeah, there are some board of directors where they get activists on them. For example, ExxonMobil, some big shareholder of ExxonMobil kicked some board of director people out, put on these environmentalists on the board of ExxonMobil. Yeah, you're right. They got power because those board members are going to show up day one, be like, y'all changing this shit around. And if you don't change it around, we're kicking you out. We're going to fire you. So yeah, I
Again,
mean,
depending on the operating agreement, I doubt that would be able to happen in terms of them losing their jobs so quickly. But
well, they'd have vote him out.
the vote,
Brian Cohen
it probably need a
just got
certain.
voted in as chairman today for GameStop.
It's a different, different thing, but yes, I understand
Like,
what you're saying.
but what I'm saying is this isn't rocket science. Like, corporations and corporate structures is not challenging concepts, and what
No,
they do is not hard. Like, yeah, the legality, the legalese, and the wording of it is very intricate and thought intensive. But in reality, dude, bro, I work for a corporation. Like, I see this shit every day. Like, I could not name you one person on the board of directors. They have no say in nothing. They don't do shit. They don't do nothing.
they don't do nothing that affects your day to day. Is we are past our time that you
Well,
wanted
I
to
get.
keep it under anyway.
Yeah, you can stop recording.
Well, I was gonna say I knew this would get long winded, and I wanted to.
Well, I could confuse. Do you think board of directors are putting in 40-hour weeks at these companies?
I don't know.
They're not. They're not. Like, they're
Well,
not.
we'll agree to
they're
disagree
literally.
on opinion.
What do you mean? What, you really think? You really think the CEO of Google is going to have enough time? Is going to devote 40 hours a week as a board of director position for another company?
He already has one job. Is he going to be a board of director for another?
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what happened. I can't think of what company, dude. That's what they do. They sit on the boards of other. I'm not saying they all do it and they have to do it, but yeah, dude, a lot of board of directors for companies are heads of other companies. Like, it's a good old boys club. I mean, there's all over the place. I mean, let's see. It was Tim Cook. Tim Cook was the board of director for someone.
But just to keep it under time for recording purposes.
Okay, can't.
Part 2.
Oh,